I'm out here in one of our calf runs. You see in the back, we've got some fallborns we're fixing to get ready to start selling. And a few tips I want to go over on kind of what we want people to know when they're receiving a new calf, and some things to think about. I feel like it's important for you to ask the breeder or seller, what, like a little bit of the history on the calf, how much it's been tied up, or if it's been tied up, as well as if it's been vaccinated, what with, pour-ons, so you know what to do when you get it home and to move forward with it. As well as one of the most important things, and something that can get overlooked to me, is the hauling process. If at any way possible you can get a buddy calf, whether it's an older one you got or another young one you got around, if you can have two in there, it's a lot better than one by himself. Just because cattle are herd animals, they get a little fired up whenever they are alone, and that can create some issues on down the road. So a buddy is really good, as well as having the trailer bedded. If they jump on a trailer that's not bedded, it makes a lot more noise and you catch more road noise. And all them things to a little baby calf that probably in its life has never been alone from other cattle. It's just a lot going on for that calf and can have some issues with that. So we're always going to want a buddy as well as having it bedded. Another thing is, when we get it home, we want to have our pen ready. And we need a sturdy pen. I wouldn't kick them right out in hot fence or something like that. We want them in something we can contain them in, at least for a few days to get them settled in. As well as, we're going to have feed and water ready for the calf. And that can go back to the history on the calf. If he's been on feed, we're going to have some feed out there, maybe some of the feed that he's been on, so we're not trying to change it up. But if they have never been on feed, a lot of times we'll put the hay out and then put feed over the top, and they'll go to the hay and then start eating the feed. And it's a good transition for them, and that's actually how we do our cattle when we wean them, or we bring in cattle that haven't been on feed to get ready to sell. As well as one of the most important things is the water, and that's going to go on through the entire life of the calf. Water is extremely important, and it has a direct correlation with feed consumption. Water intake does, so we want to make sure they have good fresh water from the day you get them till the day you're done with them, all right? And then I think a good thing to think about is when to start handling the calf. You want to allow them some time to settle in, probably at least a day or so. If they're real gentle and they've been broke, they broke the lead, you can probably start a little sooner. But what we don't want to do is get a calf home that's kind of fired up, getting in a new place, and start on him too soon, just because that can create some bad issues to happen, things like that. I think when bringing in new calves too, it's very important to consult the breeder or seller you got them from, and ask for their help and suggestions along the way. Hopefully these tips will help you get off to a great start with your new show calf, and remember, don't be afraid to ask questions.